Salutare și bine v-ați întors la al doilea episod din Podcastului InTheZone. Astăzi avem un invitat special. El face parte din Hall of Fame-ului echipei de basket CSM Oradea și este poreclit Zeno. Așadar, am să vi-l introduc pe Martin Zeno. So, man, we obviously grow and try to reach the holy grail in sports, whatever that particular sport you are playing. For me, it was water polo. But I wouldn't be here today if I didn't see Martin Zeno play. I remember going to my first basketball game and seeing you score over 20 points. And I just fell in love with the game of basketball. But in all sports, all sports have one thing, which is the Hall of Fame. So I'm honored today to welcome the one and only Martin Zeno, a guy who came to Oradea and conquered the Romanian Basketball League, winning championships, being in the finals, scoring 42 points in the Basketball Champions League, and now being in the Hall of Fame. Hi, Martin. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Glad to be here.
I'm happy to have you here, and appreciate that you stopped by. How was life right now, and how is retirement treating you?
Oh, it's fine. It's just, just figuring out the next step in life, just like, different steps, like when you finish high school, what's going to be the next step? And then once you finish high school, what's the next step? So, after basketball, just figuring out, what to do with the rest, with my life,
Yeah.
So
just having a good time and enjoying everything.
Exactly. Like I always do, just enjoy everything, just, make the best of what I can.
Yeah, that's very important. And what does the basketball game mean to you, and how did you fall in love with it?
Just growing up, I played every sport growing up. It's just, I still love every sport. It was just basketball. Just, I don't know. I just felt more in love with that game.
Something special about basketball.
Yeah, I just fell in love with it. I guess just, I don't know, because I played every sport growing up, and different sports. It just, I don't know, basketball just. Fell in love more. I don't even know how to describe it, why or what did it. It just with basketball, it just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes, as athletes, we tend to get discouraged or maybe lose faith in our abilities, or even think about quitting. What do you think? Or how important do you think hard work is, no matter what, to be focused and but also be confident and never lose faith in yourself?
Because just think about it, just the game wise. Of course, some people somehow question themselves for some reason, but you got to think about all the work you put in. You shouldn't question yourself. You just go out there and just do it. You're going to always have naysayers and stuff like that, but they don't see the work that you put in when nobody's watching. So the work you put in should bring you all the confidence to go out there and just perform and have fun. I had a coach that he made practice so hard. So when we got in the game, it was, easier. I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was easier. So, if you put in the work when the lights are off and nobody's watching. So when the lights come on and people are watching, it should be easier. You should have all the confidence in the world in yourself if you put in the work.
That's very true. And we should never lose faith in ourselves. We should stay confident, and we should do our best in practice. So at game time, it will be easier, as you said.
Thank you. That's the fun time. That's the fun time.
Yeah, of course. And you played for a big Division I program, which is Texas Tech. They are a university that gave some players to the NBA. But how was your college experience, and how hard it is to play for a Division I program?
It was very hard. Just being to adjust from high school to college, then playing with people that's your same level, know how your IQ and stuff like that. So it was very tough playing against people from different colleges that's, supposed to be NBA players and stuff like that. It was tougher, but, you got to have the mindset that nobody can stop you. You can go out there and do what you want, because if you give one little ounce of, I can't do this, I can't do that, then it hurts you. So you just got to have faith in yourself and just go out there and just put in the work and just understand that it's not going to be easy. So, you know, just go out there and just work and just stay positive and it's tough, you know.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. And you just said that having the mindset that nobody can stop you. And we will
exactly.
We will talk about that later when we will talk about your 42-point game. Because I think that was a big moment.
Right.
So in 2008, unfortunately, you didn't get drafted. Mm-hmm. But can you tell us more about the draft process? If you participated in the draft combine and how?
Yes, I actually did 2 workouts that year. It was happened to be, I happened to be for the 2 teams that was in the championship, the Celtics and Lakers. I did work out for them. I felt the Celtics. I had a great workout. Had some great talks, but you know, they end up going a different route. So it didn't really bother me, you know. So after that, we're just figuring out the next steps of what I wanted to do.
How was the environment being there at the Celtics or Lakers, which are 2 of the biggest franchises in the NBA history?
No, it was very intriguing because actually Garnett is my favorite basketball player. So when I walk in there for the Celtics and work out, you know, I was in his locker room. I went to his locker and chilled because that's my favorite basketball player. You know, and it was actually the night that I arrived in Boston. The Celtics had just won the championship.
Oh, so it was a really special time in the city.
Yeah, it was really special time. Yeah, exactly.
So I can see from where you take your mindset and mentality if you say that Kevin Garnett is your favorite player.
Exactly. That's my favorite player, man. That's my favorite player.
He's really tough. He's a dog.
Yeah, he definitely is, man. I just growing up, I don't know what it is about him, what about him that made me just grow to him. It was just, I guess, his energy, his focus, and his determination.
Yeah, and you also play different positions, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
From what I've looked, you played in the NBA GLeague for Erie Bayhawks, and I'm curious how hard it was to make how hard it is to make the transition from the GLeague to the NBA.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, the NBA is the top basketball in the world. The GLeague, it was fun. You know, it was cool, tougher because you know everybody's trying to get to the NBA, so it was like adjustment period. Yeah, it was a jungle, exactly. And it was an adjustment period. It was tough, you know. So I made it there like a year. Then, you know, I was just like, I don't know, you know, I don't know about that. So I just made a decision. I think I'm going to go overseas. So that's pretty much how.
But it was a good learning experience.
It was a good learning experience. You know, everything in life is a learning experience. So you got to take everything you go through and grab something out of there to, you know, help you on later on in life. So, you know, I learned, you know, everything's a lesson. So I just took that lesson and just moved on from it.
Yeah, we can say that daily making the best of worst situations.
Exactly. You know, because, you know, I feel that, you know, my mindset is different. So I think like everybody's life is different. You know, somebody's life is always harder than yours. So, you know, you just got to take what you gain out of your life and just move on. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if you see something out of somebody else's life that's tough, you know, just thank God, you know, it's not you. So, yeah,
of course. So as you said, you went pro overseas, which can be a culture shock for a lot of young athletes. But how did you adapt to other cultures and how hard it was for you to be away from home at the beginning of your journey?
Being away from home was tough because growing up, I was like during the summers, I was always away for basketball. So I went away for college, you know, so being away from home, that was the easiest part. I guess the hardest part, I always had the ability to adapt to anywhere. Being away from home was the easiest part. I think the more tough part is just being able to, I guess, trust people being overseas because, you know, it's kind of crazy. Some people are different. So just being able to adapt to just, I guess, some people, because, there's a lot of great people overseas, but, you just got to, you're American, you come into a new place, you're a different face, so that was probably the hardest part, and just understanding the game of basketball over there, how it's ref, how everything, works.
How different do you think is the American style to the European style?
It's really not that different. So honestly, it's really not that different. It's just a couple rule changes, or like the way you can take off the step and stuff like that. But other than that, it's really not that different.
I think the athleticism is a big difference.
The athleticism probably is the biggest difference. But the skill set, the mindset, it is, it's different in a way, because you got to think overseas, it's more mindset, structure, spacing,
team play, stuff like that.
NBA is like team play. Some teams are team play, but mostly like spacing, one-on-one, and just go
like
get it.
The NBA is promoting having like superstars and star players.
Exactly. So
a lot of people from Oradea may not know, but you played in Finland, and when you were there, you were the MVP in the 2012-2013. How was that season for you? Because I think we all are curious how Martin Zeno played before becoming a star in Oradea.
I think for me it was I had went to the D-League at the time, and then it was kind of I guess that's when the country, the world was going through like the recessions time and all that, so it was hard, to find a spot. So when I actually found my spot, it happened to be in Finland. So when I went there, I think my mindset was really is to just prove to myself pretty much, and prove to other people that I guess I can play this game of basketball.
I really don't know how high is the level in Finland.
I mean, we played against the highest level is like the team, like say the team I was on, it could play in Romania, it could play in other countries, because we had that type of talent. So some teams, but our team was pretty,
the best teams were like top. Yeah, they can compete with teams from Romania or maybe.
Oh yeah, easy.
Because when we talk about hooping, just like street hooping, everybody can have a great game and beat you.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But so there was like, we were a new team too. By the way, they had just got to the top league team, so we were like a very new team in the top league. So it's like nobody was expecting for us to do anything, but as a team, we was expecting to do what we did. So it wasn't a shock for us winning back-to-back championships, because we all had the mindset. We all came in there knowing exactly what we wanted to do.
You all had the chip on your shoulders.
Exactly. And, I had to, for me personally, I just had to prove everybody that, each country I go to, I just try to prove that I'm the best American, And just
and
a
you
mindset
proved it by being the MVP.
Hey,
it's simple as that.
If you don't have that mindset, why play the game? So every country I went to, that was just my mindset, So that was my mindset there too. Sure. Yeah.
That's what we should think. I know the fact that CSM really wanted you, and even the president, Șerban Sere, declared that he really, really wanted you to play for Oradea. But what was your thought process signing here, and how much you knew about Oradea?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, before I got there, I didn't know nothing about Oradea. It just so happened I had a teammate that played with me in Finland playing in Oradea, and I had another friend I knew was playing in. I mean, not playing in Oradea, playing in Romania. I had two people playing in Romania. Mm-hmm. So when it came to my attention, I asked them about it, And they was like, what? I was like, yeah, Oradea. He said, dude, go there. He said, if you go there, that's pretty much, he said, y'all gonna win it. I was like, you serious? He's like, yeah, if you go there, he said, they're already good. He said, if you go there, y'all gonna win it. So, I thought about that. I had other couple options, and then I just decided to go to Oradea. I don't know the real reason. It just, I guess, because he said, if you go there, you're gonna win it. But it was just, I had other options, but I was just like, I'm gonna just go there,
And what were like your first thoughts about the city? Like when you arrived, you seen the arena, you walked around town.
I mean, each city I go to, each country I go to, it's different, but I don't look at it that way. I just try to take the best of each place I go to, take it in, it just, since I'm there, adapt to where I'm at, at first, the craziest thing, my first game that I watched in Oradea, I think was against Craiova. And I'm sitting there, and I'm watching the game. And I think the coach told everybody something happened. So the coach told everybody just start falling. So I think pretty much the whole team fouled out except for like 4 people. And the only reason the 4 people didn't fall out because the game ran out of time. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh my God, what I got myself into? Like, this real basketball, this is how they do it here? And I'm just looking at some of the players and I'm just like, they just start laughing at me. And I'm just like, nah, that's really what go on here? And ain't shit. So that's why I try to tell you, everything's a learning experience. Then as I start playing, I start understanding how it works. In Romania, so.
Well, so it was a little bit crazy at the beginning.
Exactly.
Okay, so something a friend of mine told me, like even at the first game when I saw you play, that was like the first basketball game that I seen. He told me that I should look at the way you walked on the court. So I heard something that you had an injury and you played through it. Can you speak on this? Because if this is true, I think you're a true warrior and it just grows your legacy.
What time are you talking about?
I think 2016 to 2017, something like that. But I'm not sure if it's true. This is a curiosity from a friend.
I'm trying to think. Not the first year I got there. The first year I got there, I was pretty much the year before. I think the year before, something like that. I was coming off an ACL injury, something like that. I think it was the year before, something crazy like that. I was coming off an ACL injury, and then actually. I can't remember what year it was. One year, I actually was hurt. I was actually hurt. There's all these years run together now. I'm trying to think how to explain what year it was.
So you had an ACL.
Yeah, but that was nothing. But the one year I was hurt, I actually was going to the goal, and Dykes tried to block me, but he kicked me in the square middle of my knee. And I think that's why I ended up messing up my patella tendon, because it was that knee, and it was in this area that he kicked me and hurt. But I just played through it. Like it actually did hurt. But I don't think people understood how bad it hurt. That's probably why I think my last year there in Oradea, my patella tendon went out, because it was hurt. It hurted that whole year. The year we beat Cluj at Cluj.
Yeah.
That year for sure. They had injuries, but like we was hurt. Like I was hurt. Like I couldn't practice. If I did practice, but I shouldn't have practiced. Actually, I probably shouldn't have played, but in practice, I couldn't even run around screens. Sure. I couldn't do nothing. I would just have one leg, pretty much. But for games, I just couldn't. I didn't feel it. But soon as the horn said, it just hurt. Like it hurt.
I saw an interview with Kobe, and some reporter asked him like, why is he playing for injuries and stuff like that? And he gave a comparison like, if you're staying with your kids in the house and your house is burning, even if you have a broken leg, you would run and save your kids.
Yeah.
That's his mentality. Like.
Exactly. When you love something so much, and it might hurt doing it sometimes, but if you can still do it and perform at a high level, hey, why not do it?
I appreciate you opening up on this topic.
Yeah, no problem.
It's hard to play with an injury, and you play at a high level. And you also
I think they're probably the only people that know that is just the ones that was on the team, like in practice, and that really understood. When I go back, I saw a couple games, and I go back and watch. I was just like, I look at myself, and I just like, dude, you was really hurt. Like, if you really pay attention, see how I was just hopping on one leg, really, But it's part of the game. It happens.
Yeah, you got to keep fighting.
Exactly.
What was the first moment when you realized that you love to be in Oradea?
I think when I walked into the first game, when I saw the fans, how they just cheered, like it was a packed house. I mean, every game was a packed house with the fans, but I guess my first game just realizing, they really love basketball. The fans were there cheering, rooting us on, like every game, but my first game. So I was just like, wow, okay. All right, this can be good basketball. Yeah. Because, in college, you have all your fans and they root you on, and you get chills and you just want to perform, and it makes it easier, So when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. So it made it easier.
You give you a boost.
Motivation. Yeah. So
those games were so crazy. I mean, exactly. The atmosphere was electric, and
man, exactly. That's what I'm telling you. So they just give you another level of excitement and joy just to perform.
Yeah.
So.
It gives you like the power to want to score, to put the ball in the basketball.
Yeah, to tap and stuff that you really, that just come out of you. Like, I don't even know how that happened. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really nice. And it was said that we have to live in this pandemic time, but now the things are starting to get together. And I went to film the last game.
Uh-huh.
And the atmosphere is back, definitely. I was so happy to see it.
No, I've been watching them on YouTube. So I have watched a lot of games on YouTube lately. So I see. I think it was like what, 30? Only 30% could be in there at one time.
Yeah, 30%. But they, the way they cheered the team, it feels.
Yeah, you look like nothing was missing. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So can you tell us more about the vibe with the teammates, coaches, staff, and others, and can you tell us if you built some lifelong relationships in Oradea?
No, I did. Like, I of course, Sean, Will. Actually, I still talk to Muha. Sometimes I message Dennis and Sean, and all the, like the younger guys, we, sometimes on Instagram, I message and say, hey, what's up? Check on them. Bobby, Bogdan. So it's like, man, I had some of the greatest people, Sergio, so, you might not talk to them every day or message them every day, but when you do talk to them, it's just like you never left out. I have great relationships. I feel that with all the teammates that I played with, man, some of the nicest guys I've met, that's what I can say about my teammates. I have no regret. All my teammates is cool.
Yeah, we could have seen from the outside that the vibe was nice, and like you were tied together as a group.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, even Chris, me and Chris played that 1 year, like, so I still talk to him and holler at him all the time too. So
what were you thinking when Chris came back?
Nothing. He probably shouldn't have left. but it's part.
Probably.
It's I understand from I just understand things.
But
So
he had a very great year when he was away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I understand. It's about seeing other places, and then come back to he came back to some place he's familiar with. He know what he can do. So he know what he want to do. So stuff like that.
As an athlete, you have to make decisions. Sometimes you have to make the best decisions for yourself. Even
because
if you end up somewhere.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if a team will make a decision on you, even if you want to stay. So sometimes you just got to make the decision. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is. It's an industry. So in 2015, 2016, Oradea reached the finals and played a tough series against Lecce. And you played amazing, man. And during those series, you ended up winning the title and the finals MVP. How beautiful of a moment that was for you, and can you describe what you felt just being there?
I just felt for us, it was pretty much win it or nothing. At that time, I guess as a team, we was in a zone, and as a player, I just felt that I don't care who we played. I don't care how crazy it got. I just felt that we was going to win, no matter what. I just always had the confidence we were going to win. And it's hard to explain in a way because it's just something that's in you. Like I just felt that nobody can stop us or me at that time. I don't know. It just. When it comes playoff time, that's where you get your dollars. And I just felt at that time, that's just how I felt. Like
when the confetti was falling out of the sky and you was holding the trophy, how was that?
It felt good. Because every place I wanted to go to every year, championships was my goal. That was everything for me. No matter what, no matter how the year went, no matter what place we was in, it just championship was my goal. So it always felt good going someplace each year, and at the end of the year, you confetti falling, and you get that trophy, and I mean that's what everybody think. They just want to win. Say it again.
That's the ultimate goal, winning a championship.
That's the whole team goal. So at the end of the year, when you bring that trophy out, I mean you reach the goal that you wanted.
Congratulations on everything you've done, man. Everything. So we can debate it or not, but your 42-point game in 2017 against Catania is one of the greatest games for a CSM Oradea player. I mean, you were unbelievable, tough shot after tough shot, step back drives, mid-range freeze. I mean, everything. And like nobody could have stopped you in that game. What was your mindset going into the game, and how were you able to keep your composure and your focus during that time?
My mindset going into that game was we needed that win. Actually, if you go back and really look at the standings, we needed that win. So, and I knew, just to be ready and stuff like that, because we had went down there and won. And some other games we had kind of lost, but I think that game right there, in general, we needed to win. Plus, we was at home, and plus, the coach on Katia, that was my coach in Finland.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Plus, I knew some of the Finnish players, so and so I knew how he was trying to go play me. I pretty much knew their game plan because I just knew what they was going to do. So it all started. I just made I made the first 8 shots or something crazy like that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then after that, Akeem was like, yeah. After that, Akeem was like, what do you want? What you want us to run? I'm like, nah, just let us play basketball and let us play basketball it'll come to me. So everything after that we were just playing. Everything was just flowing well. Like I can't explain it how it was. Sometimes it's unexplainable, but everything was just flowing. The ball was finding me, and I was knocking down the shots.
I believe that's one of the best feelings. I lived it playing water polo, and this is even why the name of the podcast is In the Zone. I mean, being in that zone, everything going well, scoring everything. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling you have to live.
Yeah, you have to do it yourself to understand like when somebody is in the zone, you know. So, you know, like when I be watching people and I just see them, sometimes I'm like, yeah, they in that zone, like, you know. So it's a good feeling, you know. It's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling, definitely.
Exactly.
Now 5 left on the shot clock. Gets inside, nice little step, and he puts it in, and they can't stop him here in the fourth.
In 2017, you won the championship again, and it was a beautiful vibe all around the city. Everybody was celebrating. So, what did the love of the fans mean to you?
I mean, the fans. I mean, ever since I stepped in Oradea, the fans been amazing. Like amazing. Cheer you on. They see you. Hey, they wave at you. You know, they just motivated you to want to bring out your best because I mean, I had great experience with the fans. Like, you know, they'd be at the very top on the fan side. Hey, Zeno! So, you know, it's, you know, see them out in the street. So I'll let take a picture. So the fans
were just happy to see you.
Yeah, happy to see you. Amazing. I have nothing but, you know, love and respect for the fans because they always cheered me on. They always motivated me to give my best. So the fans of Riot was great.
I was even at your Hall of Fame retirement in Oradea, and like everybody was sensitive and like was thinking about the good times, and you can feel the whole energy in the crowd. It was really beautiful.
Man, I wish I could have been there for it, but you know, COVID and stuff like that. But it is an amazing feeling, you know, to get that call about that and not even expected. I wasn't expecting it. So it definitely was a great feeling, you know.
You definitely belong there, 100%.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you something about the 42-point game. That game solidifies your greatness, and you definitely inspired a lot of people that night. But I'm curious, what advice would you give young athletes about the power of mind and how to get in that zone where nobody can stop you?
The mind is a powerful thing, but in order to get, I want to say that zone. I don't know how. You know, you have to work. You know, it's what you do in the gym. It's how you work out, how hard you go in the gym, how much time you spend in the gym, the things you work on. For when you get in the game, it's like second nature. You just flow. It just flows. You know, the work you put when nobody's watching, and then once you get out there and people's watching, the lights are on, and it just happens. You'll see it. You'll notice it yourself. You'll be like, oh Lord. You know, so it's just about the work, the effort, the time you put into your craft. In anything you do.
Anything is nothing.
But it's not just basketball. It's just anything you do. The time and the work and the stuff you put into it. You'll be in the zone. You'll understand.
Yeah. I've been there. I felt that it's an amazing feeling, and nothing works without working hard.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, if you want to put a little in, you're gonna get a little out of it. So if you put more into it, you'll get more out of it than you expected.
Of course. And what do you think about the city of Oradea in general? And do you have some favorite places to go?
Actually, when I see Oradea has changed, you know, people send me videos and stuff like that. I'm like, Jesus, it's not the same place that I was there just a few years ago. Now, just going out on the town, you know, just traveling around the city. Everything was beautiful, you know, going up to the mountains and stuff like that. everything was, beautiful. I'm gonna see some of my favorite places. I guess, when you go up at nighttime, you go to the hill and you can look out and see all
Chuperca, you can see everything.
Yeah, Chuperca, yeah, mushroom, yeah, you can see all the. See, I remember.
You still remember. I can see you. I see you.
Yeah, you can see all the city and stuff. That was beautiful at nighttime, seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a really relaxing place, and
exactly, you just walk and just chill and just stuff like that. Yeah.
They even developed that park and they reconstructed it.
Oh, they did. See?
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's
crazy. I mean, the administration is going crazy.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, but the city, it's nice that the city keeps developing. And
you have to. You have to. Oradea is a nice place, so you have to, keep up with the times.
Yeah, and I've even played in Hungary 3 years, professional water polo. And when I came back after 3 years, I was like, what happened here? Like,
yeah, exactly.
What is this?
Exactly. When I played in Hungary and I came back in business, I was like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? That wasn't even that long ago now. It was already developments going on. Everything is just, but it's good for the city. You got to do that. They building that big arena, nice arena. So they're going to want to host stuff and stuff like that. So you got to be able to have something nice where people could come and just have fun and just want to,
can't wait for the new arena to be done. And would you ever come back to the new arena and watch a game?
I definitely want to. I have to see it. I have to see it in person. So
So we are waiting you. We are waiting you.
Yeah. So I definitely have to come like when a game is going on, so I can just experience the fans again and just see the whole arena. So one of these days, that's one of my goals.
We definitely wait to hear it.
I'll pop up. I'll surprise people. I'll pop up.
You just pop up?
Yeah, I'll just pop up. Just pop up. I just walk in there, and be like, who is this
guy? So we are coming to an end, and it was a really great discussion, like a really good time. I really enjoyed it. And like my last question is, what's your favorite Romanian food?
You know what I used to have a lot of? I think who I got it from. I think Serge had some. I used to eat it. It was, I think, the cabbage wrapped with the minced meat.
Sarmale.
Somali. I love Somali. Somali. That's what it was. Somali.
That's the one for you.
Yeah, Somali was good. What else I had? Because it was like a Thanksgiving or something. It was something else, but Somali was definitely good. I took a lot home with me.
So that's your to-go of talking about Romanian food.
Yeah, exactly. But the food wasn't bad, honestly. People's like, how's the food overseas? I mean, I be telling them like, it's actually probably better than the food here because we don't put overseas. They don't put all that other stuff into their food. So
we keep it simple.
Keep it simple. I say over here, there's a lot of stuff they put into the food, the chicken and stuff like that. I say over there they don't do that. They can't do it. So I always tell people overseas food was good. Every place I went to, I had good food. So
Even I had my first episode from the podcast was with Garlon Green, and we ate before the podcast, and he also ate sarmale.
See, Somali, man, that's the best, man.
Yeah, so he ate sarmale, and he said that's the best thing from over here.
No, Somali was good. I can't complain. Yeah, I told you it's my favorite. So
yeah. So I mean, we can wrap it up. I think we talk about everything, about your career, your life, food, Oradea.
Yeah.
I mean,
man,
everything.
I just want to say I appreciate you messaging me, asking me to be on here. As a privilege. Thank you with the message you sent to me. It means a lot to me that my work and what I did off the court with the lights off, it meant a lot because, if you could do that and, people, younger than you grew up is like, you know, I really respected your game and how you played the game and stuff like that. It means a lot, you know, as a basketball player, it's like hearing stuff like that because it means that they worked when nobody was watching, didn't go to waste, you know, it touched people. So just as a basketball player, it means a lot. And, you know, as a person, it means even more. So I appreciate that.
Man, you are really an inspiration, and I want to appreciate it. Appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you again. And you are a legend for Oradea. You will be forever in the history books by being in the Hall of Fame. I wish you the best, man, moving forward, and I hope you have a beautiful time in your retirement.
All right, I'll do my best, I promise. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Okay, no problem. All right, you have a good one.
You too.
All right, goodbye.
Nu uitați să dați subscribe și follow pe Instagram și de asemenea nu uitați să rămâneți in the zone.